All right, so we'll give a couple more minutes for people to roll in. It's early. So Donovan here with a little character ad action, just trying to get some routines started for everybody. And you could always start off with a good joke. So what do you call a fish with two knees? A toonie fish. All right, there's no audience here, so it's like my favorite thing, the cricket chirp.
Well, when we're muted, you can't hear us laughing. We laughed.
Yay!
Yay!
Thanks, Stella. Who else you got with you there?
And we're here with Jack and Anna.
Oh, that's Kate. Got it. Looks like there's also Stella and maybe family there too. People can always opt to keep quiet. All right, let's try it again. What do you call a fish with two knees? A toonie fish. Perfect. All right, and are you guys seeing the screen that says, "Who are you"?
Yes.
Yes.
And look for my little self up in the corner with my glasses on. Can you see me wave?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so we got the Career Match Challenge. And have I already come to your classrooms yet or no?
Yeah.
Have I been to both your classrooms?
Yes.
Oh, so this is review for you guys. All right, so one of the things we started with is your puzzle piece. Remember the puzzle piece project?
Yeah.
All right, so the idea there is every person has the ability to be themselves and not squish themselves into being something that they're not, but you get to be yourself and you get to fit in with everybody else in your classroom, right?
Right.
Awesome. And we covered things like people person, active person, ideas person, and data person. So a people person is somebody who likes talking. So some people are more shy. And so on this people person side, they're not as interested in like stirring up a commotion. The kids that maybe talk in class a lot might be that people person. Maybe they like telling jokes, really good jokes like myself. So that's a people person. And so we got 4 ingredients and they spell out PAID or paid. And the idea here in the class is that we did the 4 corners activity, right guys? So we all moved to different corners of the room based on different careers. So one of them was a people career. So a good example of a people career is a therapist. So somebody that's a counselor like myself, they like talking. You can see, it looks like they're both talking at once. So Sally got to work on supporting me and assisting me with some artwork here. So you got 2 people talking to each other. Therapists should be listening more, right? So there's our people person. And then an active person is somebody like an athlete. Oh, and they like moving around. So at the elementary school level, they're just kids that are antsy. They can't sit all day long and they love recess. All right. So then a career that matches up with that is an athlete. So an athlete, somebody like a football player, basketball player, all these things that people can't do right now, unfortunately, with what's going on. But an athlete is a good example of an active career. Can you guys think of any other active careers besides an athlete? Or how about a people career? What's a career that's big on working with people?
Yeah, acting.
Acting, good. Anything else?
Construction worker.
Good. Maybe construction worker is a good active one, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Good job. All right. And then ideas people. These are people who like creating. So I know Sally's an ideas person, so I put her right on the task of creating some art. She loves art. So there's our little artist. So that's an example of an ideas career. Any other ideas careers? Can you guys think of where it's important to use your ideas and come up with good ideas?
President.
President, yeah, we need some good ideas in a time like this, huh? Any others?
Writer.
Writer, very good. All right, so that's another good one. People who are inventors, they have come up with lots of ideas, inventing new games, inventing new technology. That's another one. All right, a data person. This is somebody who likes organizing things or maybe doing research. They like a lot of structure and keeping things orderly. And then we got data careers, like a mathematician. Oops. Mathematician's a good example. We got, what do we got? 4x plus 3 equals 7. Oh, that's a tough math problem. I think we'll put the -3 over there. I think x is going to equal 1 on this one. I'm kind of a math person. And data people who like organizing things, like doing research. A scientist is a good example. Mathematician. I had one student that wanted to be an accountant, but he put these 4 letters in order and D was last place. He even said, hey, you can put the D right on the floor. So he really didn't like data, but he wanted to be an accountant when he grows up. And accountant is actually something that is a person that works with a lot of data. And I asked him, like, does that make any sense? And why do you want to do that? And he said, well, I got other family members who are running an accounting firm, and I'm going to be able to get a job super easily. And I thought, okay, well, you'll get a job very easily, but what will like all your Mondays be like if you hate data? And it was a big eye opener for him. This was a high school student about 3 or 4 years ago. And he was ready to go out into college and start doing his career and picking his major. And we don't want to pick the wrong things because it ends up being very expensive. So he did not really like data, did not like organizing numbers, did not really like math. And here's Bean. So Bean wants to be, Bean's kind of a data cat. He likes math. Actually, he's active. I think he's a little bit more on the active side, don't you guys?
Yeah.
All right, so what we don't want is to smush our little puzzle piece people into square holes or round holes. There's this idea, there's an old saying that you don't want to fit a square peg into a round hole, but I don't think we want our puzzle pieces going into anything round or square, because we want to be ourselves. And if we are ourselves, we'll be able to kind of go up and find our spot in the world. So first of all, you find your recipe of what you're made up of. Then you find where you're going to fit in the world. And there's many, many careers that will actually fit with you. And it was really cool how our puzzle pieces, I'll probably try and put a picture in here and a little bit about our puzzle pieces, or maybe I'll put those in the Facebook posts. Some of our cool Facebook our cool puzzle pieces showed how everybody could be themselves and go into their spot in the world and be themselves. But there's many, many, many spots for your fit of career. So that's the cool thing. All right, so let's go back to this idea of who you are. If I look at Lily is very tall, my daughter, but she doesn't really like basketball. So that was not a match. So you don't automatically have your ingredients of what you're like on the outside sometimes match up with a career on the outside. So she does like playing the bass. That's a good thing to be tall for, because it's a very tall instrument. And Lucy's not as tall. She wishes she was. She wants Lily's height, and she loves basketball. And then Sally, as you know, as I already mentioned, she likes art and playing the drums. So when we look at our career match, we don't necessarily have a match with how we are on the outside, match up with a career, or even the activities that we like basketball, doing art, playing the drums, playing the bass. Our activities are chosen based on how our ingredients are. So when we do this activity, and you can do this at home, you can have the corners of the house equal the P, A, I, and D. So we did this in the classroom. We had one section that was for people careers, another section that was for active careers, another section that was for ideas careers, another corner that was for data careers. So the thing that you could do at home that I did in the classroom as an activity is to rattle off careers. So it could be like a career match game. And we didn't have everybody go into the exact same corner either, even with artist. So when I said artist, definitely I thought that was one where people would say, oh, this is definitely the ideas career. and people would go off into that ideas corner. But some people have made a case for artists being one of the other three things. So can any of you guys come up with like what an artist might do art because of, if it's not really the ideas that's their favorite, maybe it's people, active, or data. Can you guys think of any reasons why they might match up with active, data, or people as their favorite thing as an artist?
I think maybe active because they're like probably like going off to get like paint and crayons and stuff and like canvases. And so I think that would be an active.
Awesome. And who's that talking right now?
Anna.
Oh, Anna. It's another one of the Berniers. I don't know if we have, I can't even see if we've got more people on right now. It might just be us. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I think this, do I have recording? I might have the recorder running. So hopefully I got all the technology working well and we can post this. So thank you guys all for participating. And yeah, they could be active and they want to not sit down and just work with numbers or work with their mind only on the creative ideas, but they actually like doing the action of getting those crayons out and doing something like an activity. That's really good. And then let's see, so artist is the example I gave for those careers. On the people careers, there were a couple that I came up with, like teacher. A couple of our teachers were super surprised that the kids went over to the data corner. And most teachers, what do you guys think most teachers get into the teaching kids for? What do you think they really like?
People person for the teachers.
Yeah.
Because they have to like kids.
That's right. That's typically what most teachers are doing. And so a couple of teachers were really shocked that by just elementary school, kids were going, they understood what data meant and they were going into the data corner for teacher when I gave the teacher example. Let's see, then there was another one. Oh, fireman. So I came up with fireman for an active career. And not everybody went to active. Some people went halfway between active and halfway between people. And that's because, firemen like to save lives and they also like to be super active, going down the pole and driving really fast in the trucks and getting into buildings and helping people. Some people did put them into data, like you need to know where you're going. You need to know, has the fire been burning a long time? Has it been burning just for a short amount of time? So some people made a case for other things. How about, let's see, on the data careers, one that I thought was very heavy with data is like coding. Like that's a good activity that's focused on data. So coding, computer programming, gaming. So that was a data example. So at home, what you guys can do is come up with different ideas of careers and think about the ingredients of those careers and then go to these four corners. So it's kind of a little activity. So you're getting up and moving around, and then each person can kind of share why they think it's that corner. So let me think of an example. All right, so if you guys imagine you're going to one of these four corners, people, active, ideas, and data. How about let's see, how about somebody that's trying to figure out the stock market? The stock market's going crazy. Where would you guys walk if it's somebody that's a person that works on Wall Street or works on the stock market?
Active?
All right, you think that one's active, right? So one vote for active. That was Anna again, right?
Yeah.
Data, because they need to know where all the cans are going.
Jack's going with data because they need to know where all the what's going?
The cans?
No. The
Food.
no.
Oh, I'm talking about the stock market is where people are, they're like, that's a tricky one. It's about all the finances and all the companies that have not stock, like stocking things on the shelves. It's a different type of stock. Like each company, you can buy a little chunk of a company in the stock market. So that's what Wall Street's all about. So that one's maybe high school level type of career example. But how about, so we had mathematician earlier, but Anna made a case for it's very active. Were you thinking of people stocking things on the shelves too, Anna?
No, not really.
Why was it active?
Because it's really, really busy,
Yeah.
and people have to put stuff here and there and there, and keep on grabbing stuff.
No, it's not stocking shelves.
All right, I'll come up with an easier one. How about you said construction worker earlier. Would you guys all agree that construction worker is active, or which corner would you go to for construction worker?
People.
You'd go people, Jack?
Yeah.
Go active.
And it goes active. How about you, Kate?
Active for the actual manual labor, but I think ideas as far as implementing the math involved, and well, I guess that's data too.
Yeah, that would go to the data with the math piece.
Yeah.
Ideas, getting creative, right? So they might want to make things look interesting. They could even be a bit of an artistic ideas person if they were carving swans in a fireplace or something like that, and they always made the fireplaces look amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me see what else. Do you guys have any questions so far about how the recipe of you matches up with the recipe of activities or careers?
No, I don't think so.
All right, cool. What are your favorite activities to do on this break so far? What do you guys find yourselves doing just day to day?
We actually have a calendar that we made here, and we basically follow that. Like
Very
experiments and like reading, math, writing, mostly schools.
Very cool. All right, so you're putting some structure to your day. Awesome. That's good. Good job. All right. How about you, Jack? What do you like to do?
Build Legos.
Build Legos. Okay, cool. So on the recipe of you, Jack, what do you think building Legos is? Which one of those is PAI?
Ideas.
You like the ideas of building Legos? Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So if you think about your favorite ingredient of all the activities you would typically do, or maybe what you'd want to do when you're a grown-up, so that you're happy, because it feels awkward to smush yourselves into these spaces that don't fit for you, but a lot of grown-ups actually do smush themselves in, and they just try and fit into whatever career they pick. What if you could pick your favorite ingredient out of people, active, ideas, and data activities? What's each of your favorite?
Active.
You like being active. Cool.
Yeah.
How about you, Anna? What's your favorite of those four?
Data.
Data. All right. So you like your structured day, don't you? Putting the calendar together. How about you, Kate?
I go back and forth between data and ideas as far as careers. Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. Is this backwards or is it forwards?
It's forward, I think.
You can see it
It's
forward.
forward.
All right. So
Yeah.
you have the start of all three of you. So you have a tie for first, and then we got data and active in first place. So what's helpful with this is not going in order 1, 2, 3, 4. What's helpful is actually jumping down to the one that we don't like very much. So if we want that ingredient to be very, very small for our activities or our career, what's the one that you like the least out of the 4?
People person.
Yeah.
People,
Agreed.
correct? Was that Kate too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. I don't have my little, I should have grabbed my, maybe when I do the replay on Thursday, I'll grab my little guys, my little letters. All right, so we got D and I at the bottom. How about you, Anna? You had active at the top. What's your least favorite?
People person.
We're all putting people at the bottom, okay. So for all of you, kind of this is the visual that makes up where you are so far. So we got a first place and the last place. And then the little dashed line is like kind of the middle. So if we do fill in the other ones now, so Kate, you just got one more left, which is active. to fill it in, we're either looking at that middle line of saying, it's up closer to the top, or it's down lower toward the bottom ingredient. So then you guys can have that as your homework assignment. And maybe if you guys come back on Thursday, I'm gonna run this again, and maybe we'll get some more people excited about it. We'll see what you guys fill in on the middle. So this is where you were each at. So we have D and I, that's you, Kate, and then A at the top for Jack. And did I put A at the top twice? I did. We are supposed to have data for one of those. All right, we got data for Anna.
Yay.
So the homework of filling in the middle, but once you got the top and bottom, we can start brainstorming activities and careers that match, and you can start to think of many, many things that match. One of the things that's super confusing for grown-ups that they don't really know sometimes when they are trying to figure out a major to pick in college or a career to pick, they kind of don't know how their ingredients match up with career ingredients. And they don't really think about it that hard, or maybe they hear some ideas that just seem interesting, but it's not that fun in the end, because then they're talking about, I don't like Mondays and I can't wait till Friday. So we really want to have jobs we love. And, it's right now, I think people are appreciating a lot of that normal stuff that maybe we've complained about. So how about, do you guys have a joke for me? Does anybody know a joke that you can tell me to finish off today?
Oh, I got one.
All right, what is it?
What is Thor's favorite snack?
What is Thor's favorite snack? I don't know. Maybe he smashes something with his hammer, like maybe a walnut. I don't know. What's his favorite snack?
Tortilla chips.
Tortilla chips. All right, man. That's a mic drop ending right there. Good job, Jack. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. I'm going to do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30. So I really appreciate you guys being here, taking some time out of your day and fitting it into your calendar, Anna. So you guys have a great day, all right?
You too. Thanks so much.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.